Assalamu alaikum. In the last session, we have studied about nuclear stability. Nuclear stability is that phenomena which makes the nucleus stable, and that is the reason why we can able to understand why few elements are having very stable nucleus, or these elements are very stable, or why few elements have nucleus very unstable. That means they are radioactive. I am talking about nucleus. I am not talking about stability by means of chemical reaction. Nuclear reaction and chemical reaction, I suppose we have already studied, and you people are clear with it. Chemical reactions are those reactions in which there are exchange of electrons. Either they give electrons or take electrons and form different compounds. But when we talk about nuclear stability, the nucleus becomes unstable and the nucleus spontaneously, continuously starts to emit alpha, beta and gamma radiation. That means they are radioactive elements. So in this chapter we are just talking about nuclear stability. So what are the nuclear stability? I am revising the points which we have already studied. Nuclear stability, following are the reasons. Number one reason, we have studied about number of protons and neutrons, that is odd and even. Proton proton pair, neutron neutron pair we have studied. If they are even, nucleus is more stable because proton proton and neutron neutron forms all the pairs. But if they are odd, then either one of the proton do not have the partner as a proton, or one of the neutron do not have the other neutron as a partner. So that's why they are less stable. Then we have talked about the neutron to proton ratio, n upon z. N means neutron, z means atomic number. Atomic number means number of protons. It is equal to 1 for lighter elements, and for heavier elements more than calcium, it is more than 1. Why? Because neutrons are more than protons. Why? The reason is that it becomes difficult for the nucleus to hold the number of protons. So if protons increases, neutrons has to be more than protons. That is the reason why it is more than 1, which we have studied in the last session. Then we have talked about magic number. Magic number means the nucleons should be 2, 8, 20, 28, 50, 82 and 126. Any one of these number. If nucleons contains any one of these, that means protons and neutrons. Either protons should be these or neutrons should be these. But we have already studied lead. It has 2 magic number because protons and neutrons, they show these combinations. Now in this session we will talk about nuclear potential. What do you mean by nuclear potential? Nuclear potential means the nuclear force of attraction between all the nucleons which hold them together within the nucleus. So what is nuclear potential? It is force of attraction between nucleons. Nucleons means proton and neutron. What is the force of attraction which hold them together? That is nuclear potential. So when we talk about proton and neutron, so force of attraction between proton, that is a one type of combination. The second type of combination is neutron, and third type of combination is proton, neutron. So these type of force of attraction which hold them together is nuclear potential. More is the nuclear potential, stable is the nucleus. What is that? More is the force of attraction, stable is the nucleus. So what we want more nuclear force of attraction. Number 2, so what are the features? This is number 1 feature which we have talked about. Second feature is it is independent of charge and equal to all nucleons. It is independent of charge. That means how many protons are there or how many neutrons are there, it does not depend on that. It is independent of charge. Number 3, it is short range. Because we already knows nucleus is very small. In that nucleus, proton and neutrons are there, and hence it is very short range, and it is only within the nucleus. So nuclear stability directly depends upon nuclear potential. More is the nuclear potential, more is the stable nucleus. More nuclear potential, stable is the nucleus. Okay, now we are going to talk about that fourth part is nuclear potential. Now fifth part is binding energy. What is binding energy? Binding energy, as the name suggests, the energy which is required to bind. So what happened? Scientists have done one experiment. What experiment they have done? They have measured the actual mass of nucleus and mass of total nucleons. Total nucleons means protons and neutrons. What they have done? They have measured the actual mass of the nucleus, and they have measured the mass of nucleons. That means how many protons and how many nucleons are there. And they have found one very important difference. What it is? It is not equal. That means actual mass should be equal to the mass of protons and neutrons, but actual mass is always less. It is always less than the mass of nucleons. So actual mass is less than mass of protons and neutrons. Why? This is what is the binding energy. Because Einstein has given us the formula E is equal to mc square. What is E? Energy. Energy is converted into mass, and what is C? Velocity of light. So what happened? When the nucleus is actually forming, that means the number of protons and neutrons are coming together to form the nucleus, the energy is wasted. That means the mass is converted into energy, and this is called as the mass defect. What it is called as? Mass defect. And this mass defect give rise to the binding energy. The energy required for holding the nucleons together within the nucleus of an atom is called as nuclear binding energy. So what is nuclear binding energy? Nuclear binding energy, energy required for holding the nucleons together within the nucleus, because the nucleus has to be held together in the nucleus of an atom. So how much energy is required? Is the nuclear binding energy, and this energy is what the difference between the actual mass and the mass of protons and neutrons. The derivation of this we are going to learn in the next session. So what I want that students should prepare the notes like this: nuclear stability, protons, ratio, magic number, nuclear potential energy, and binding energy. The remaining part we will do inshallah in the next session. Prepare the notes, start revising, because inshallah in due course the lockdown will be open and we will start the 12th standard. Okay, Allah Hafiz.